Yo, what's good guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna go through the matchday 23 games and we'll speak about them, then predict the score of every single game. So hope you enjoy. Let's get straight into it. So first game we have West Ham versus Chelsea. This could be a decent matchup. If we're being honest, West Ham were able to get a win against Everton and played fairly well against Newcastle. And the last 5 games they have won one game. They got 2 draws and 2 losses. West Ham are currently set in the 16th spot in the Premier League, and the player who has been solid has been Aguirre. He denied a chance where Newcastle could have gone up, or like could have won the game, but he blocked that, and it seems like the win against Everton gave them some confidence. So let's switch over to Chelsea. They have 1 win, 2 draws and 2 losses in their last 5 games. Chelsea sit in 9th place in the Prem. A player who had their debut against Fulham was Enzo Fernandez, and he was the best player on the team, and he almost scored a long shot. And I still have no reason why Mount and Gallagher still start. I don't know why they still start, but it is what it is. So prediction 2-1 West Ham. I'm going for an upset. Arsenal versus Brentford is the next game, and this game could be a close one if we're being honest. Let's start off with Arsenal. Now Arsenal are coming off a 1-0 loss against Everton, and I have a feeling that teams will start to figure out how to play against us, and Arsenal still sit in first place, 5 points ahead of City in the second place City are in. And the past 5 games, Arsenal have won 3, drew 1, and lost 1. Nketiah has stepped up ever since Jesus got injured, and the football Arsenal play is very nice and fluid. It's great to watch. Now let's switch over to Brentford, and Brentford are a team who are playing really nice football as well this season, and they currently are in 7th place in the Premier League, which is a surprise, and it's great for them. And they've actually gone unbeaten in their last 5 games with 4 wins and a draw. And a very important player for Brentford is Tony. He's one of the top scorers in the league, and overall I think it's going to be an intense game and will be a good watch. So for the prediction, I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. Now Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. This is going to be yet another great game. So let's start off with Fulham. They have done very well this season, and they play solid football. This Fulham team currently sit in 8th place in the Premier League, which is good for them. In their last 5 games, they have won 2, drew 1, and lost 2. A player that stands out is Mitrovic. He's a quality player and scorer. So let's jump into Nottingham Forest. This team has picked up some form recently and has been playing well. Keylor Navas, the new signing, made his debut against Leeds, and he actually got a clean sheet, and he made some great saves, so very impressive once again. And Forest are currently sitting in the 13th spot in the Premier League, and that means they've gone unbeaten in their last 5 games. In their last 5 games, they have won 3 and drew 2. Very impressive. And next The prediction for me is going to be a 1-1 draw. Now Leicester versus Tottenham, yet another huge game. So let's start off with Leicester. Leicester have been in decent form. In their last 5 games, they've won 1, drew 1, and lost 3. So I guess not really decent form, but Suter made his debut against Villa, and he scored an own goal. That is tough, but Leicester got the win in that game 4-2. And Leicester sits in the 14th place in the league. And let's switch over to Tottenham, the opponents. Spurs have been in decent form, to be fair. In their last game, they played well, and they beat City 1-0. Harry Kane became Spurs' top scorer ever with 267 goals. Congratulations to him. And in their last 5 games, they won 3 and lost 2 games. Spurs currently sit in the 5th spot, which isn't too bad for them. And Heung-min Son has had himself an off season, but I'm sure he will bounce back. So the prediction, I'm gonna say 3-1 Tottenham. Now Southampton versus Wolves. This game could be a back and forth one, but I see it going only one way, and that's in Wolves' way. So let's start off with Southampton. The Saints haven't been in the best form, and they haven't been playing too well this season. They kept on losing the ball against Brentford, and that game ended 3-0 in Brentford's favor. And the Saints in their last 5 games have won 1 game, and they lost the rest. They lost 4 games out of 5, and they still sit bottom of the league in 20th. And on to Wolves. They got a very impressive result against Liverpool, which they beat 3-0. Wow, just impressive. Wolves have 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, which isn't too bad in their last 5 games. And Wolves got out of the relegation zone with that win, and they currently sit in 15th place. So in my opinion, they will survive, and they could push higher up in the table as well. Who knows? So for this game, I'm gonna predict 2-0 Wolves. Now Crystal Palace versus Brighton. I see this game being a dominant one for Brighton, and Crystal Palace haven't been too good recently. In their last game against Man United, actually Zaha and Eze didn't start, and that game against Man United ended 2-1 Man U. Palace in their last 5 games have 2 draws and 3 losses. That means they do not have a win in their last 5 games. And Palace sit in 12th place in the Prem. And let's switch over to Brighton. Brighton have been a very, very good side. I'm sure they surprised everyone this season with their form, and the football they play is just amazing. A player who's been on form recently has been Mitoma. Incredible player. And in the past 5 games for this Brighton team, they have won 3 games, drew 1, and they lost 1 as well. So that loss was against Arsenal, and they lost 4-2. And Brighton sit in 6th place in the league, which is very, very impressive. Wow. And the prediction for this game is going to be 3-0 Brighton. And Bournemouth versus Newcastle, the next game. This should be a dominant display from Newcastle. You never know though, it's football. And Bournemouth have been awful this season, if I'm being fully honest. They have conceded the most goals in the Prem, which is 43 goals conceded. At the same time, they do struggle to score goals as well. And in their last 5 games, they have drew 1 and lost 4, meaning they also have not won a single game in their last 5 games. And Bournemouth sit in the 19th position in the relegation zone. And on to Newcastle. Newcastle have been incredible this season. Very, very good side. They have the strongest defense in the league. They also have the best defensive record with 12 goals conceded in 21 games. That's wow. Very, very wow. Trippier and Burn have been very important, and Botman and Schär have been probably the best center-back duo in the league, and they are unbeaten 16 games. Newcastle are unbeaten 16 games. That's wow. One of the best sides this season in the Prem. And their last 5 games, they have 1 win and 4 draws, and they sit in 4th in the Premier League. And my prediction for this game is going to be 3-0 Newcastle. Now Leeds versus Man United. Leeds have been struggling this season. If I'm honest, they sacked their manager, Jesse Marsh, and I believe it was the right decision. They signed Wobber, Reuter, and also McKennie in the transfer window, so let's hope the new manager plays them. And Leeds in their last 5 games have 3 draws and 2 losses, which leaves them without a win in the last 5. Leeds are in 17th place at the moment in the Prem. Now on to Man United. Incredible team once again this season. We gotta give credit to Ten Hag. He's fully transformed this team. Wow. He's fully transformed this team. He's just brought something else into this team. So he brought confidence, discipline, and Rashford has been on fire after the World Cup. He looks so confident and very sharp, and seems like he's back to his best. And Lisandro Martinez is another solid player. People underestimated him because of his height. He's like 5'9", but he proved them wrong. He's one of the best center backs in the league. And Man United are in 3rd place at the moment, and they have 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss in the last 5 games. So my prediction for this game is going to be 4-1 Man United. And on to the last game, Man City versus Villa. This could be a tight game between both sides. Man City have been struggling a bit this season. In their last game, they couldn't get a goal against Spurs, and City lost that game 1-0. Haaland didn't even have a shot in their box or even a touch in the Tottenham box. So Tottenham did Arsenal a big favor by winning this game. And in their last 5 games, City have 3 wins and 2 losses, and they sit in 2nd place in the Premier League table. Now Villa have been in good form under Emery. He changed the side and made them play great football, and a good signing for them has been Alex Moreno. He's had a good impact at that left back position, and 2 players who have been really good have been Watkins and Buendia. They've been turning up, and in their last 5 games, they have 3 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. And they sit in 11th place in the table, and my prediction is going to be an upset. It's going to be a 2-1 Villa win. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.